Hey all, and welcome back to the HSE playthrough of the wonderful 101 Remastered. It is time to take out what ails Prince Vorkin. But you know, you gotta do a little bit of shopping at the microscopic supermarket first.
We had some money, we had to use it!
I wonder if there's like an exchange rate inside Vorkin. Did we have to convert our dollars into Vorkin bucks?
101.
Thankfully no, but either way, we're about to get to play a really fun and quirky boss fight.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this one.
Opens up a new gameplay style, which is always an interesting one to play with, but then also has some really fun jokes throughout.
I also think this guy looks pretty cool design-wise.
It's a really awesome design. This is Vicky. It's just the bugness and then the tentacles, and it's great.
The metallic sheen.
Dude, it's freaking ginormous.
It is we who are miniaturized.
Don't you fucking quibble semantics with me, bucko.
The slight problem that we now face is that obviously we only have so much time in Vorkin's body being tiny, and if we don't move quickly, then we are going to, you know, go out the hard way. We're going to just grow big inside of Vorkin, and Vorkin will go boom. But yes, Peace Tower has already started getting bigger, which is what's going to lead to the really awesome element of this fight.
Ooh, dude, don't scare me like that. I thought we were really in trouble.
Well, I mean, leaving at this size, how big would P-Star be upon exit of Vorkin's body?
He definitely was about the size of, I think, Vorkin's head, so would not be a fun time in there.
Well, I mean, this thing is still microscopic, so it's all relative, I guess.
That is true, but obviously we would end up being... If he was full size, he would probably be about the size of Vorkin's head, and that definitely would kill Vorkin.
Well, do you think Vorkin would want a robot head? We can work with this.
I mean, I'm sure he'd be okay with that. I mean, he'd lose his dashing good looks and all, but I think the bigger problem is he probably just want to die right now.
Fair enough, just don't tell Pink, and we'll play it by ear.
Red, we shall follow your lead. On your command.
Roger. Wonderful Ones. And Chugi and Company. Oh, and P-Star. Team. Engaging unlimited form.
Let's go!
I do love that we still have the damaged Sentinel suits throughout all of this, because obviously they got damaged in the fight. There's no time to repair them, so we're just going to be wearing uniforms that have just got cuts and scrapes and everything everywhere.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that does mean that we do have to look at Green's belly button constantly.
I was looking at Yellow's legs, personally.
There is also those, and you know, when we see Vorkin, he does have a nice little hip slit that's very provocative.
Oh, what a tart.
I know. But yes, we have a little sort of 3D shooter type dealio to start this off. It's great, we got little pea shooters going, we can shoot out some missiles, we can do a little aileron roll.
Thank you.
Yep, or obviously barrel rollers, those of us who play Star Fox enjoy calling it, because that's what they called it.
Peppy is a wonderful rabbit, but a scientist he is not, okay?
The reason that I keep accidentally pressing the controls is because, you know, I'm so into this fight that I accidentally am just like, yes, let's just go boom into the left control stick, because I'm trying to maneuver everything very quickly.
I quickly got to grips with the control scheme, but do you know what I thought of when I first started playing this?
What?
The special stage of Sonic Lost World 3DS. It's just the way you're maneuvering in 3D space. Oh my god, I remember when I tried to do that, like, on launch day. That was what could only be described as a kerfuffle.
I think this probably works out considerably better in the grand scheme of things. But I say that as someone who never played Lost World 3D, but also wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of Lost World Wii U, so...
You know what I'm referring to, right?
Probably. It's been forever since I've looked at anything Lost World related.
You maneuver entirely using gyro.
Always an awkward one.
Nice, nice, nice. Right, get a little bit closer to him.
Typically, it will take you at least 2 or 3 cycles of this to sort of fully take down Vikey, but I think it works nicely enough to be able to just be a fun time.
Yeah, I enjoyed this boss a fair bit, although I'm saying this having come off the Star Fox 2026 remake recently, so I was in the right mindset.
Understandable, and this will not be the last time that we have a boss fight that works in the same way.
Nice.
I have more fun with that particular iteration because we have slightly more capabilities, I suppose is the way that I want to phrase it.
Okay.
But that will make sense when we get to it.
Man, he's a shifty one.
He really is. Right now, there's no time limit, but there is going to become a time limit after so long. I believe it's after you've taken out so much of the health bar.
Yeah, keep following the arrow. There he is.
He likes running about a lot.
It's almost like he wants to survive or something. I mean, how selfish.
I know, the bugger. Literally, the bug.
Yeah, there he is. I don't recall him using that laser move on me too much.
No, he doesn't really tend to. It's just mostly everything else, but I believe it is technically possible to one-cycle him, but I think most people, at minimum, it will be 2 cycles for going through this, which is totally fine. And also, I just thought, one, obviously it's helpful to have Chugi out because he allows you to deflect the drilled spikes. But also, it felt right to have Chugi be particularly helpful during this sequence because it's part of his duty.
Absolutely.
And there we go, on to phase 2.
So what, is he heading to, like, the lungs or something here, what do you think?
He is effectively, right now, trying to escape. So, you've got to do quite a lot of dodging. Obviously, Peace-Out doesn't have a lot of health for me right now, so this was a slightly butt-clenching moment, but it'll be okay.
Okay, well, I think I've ascertained the level of skill difference between you and I in 3D shooters.
Well, one, there's a reason that I generally don't play shooters. But also, I'm just very clumsy.
Fair enough. I noticed with you pressing the left stick in all the time.
But thankfully, I managed to chase him down, and now we can finally get through this bit pretty quickly for what I recall.
Just kind of going through the motions here.
Yeah, it's a nice, simple fight considering all the, different types of gameplay that it is throwing at us.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing sort of vastly complex going on. So you can just focus on, getting stuff done.
Oof.
I could have just done with a little bit more energy.
Well, you do have healing guts on, don't you?
I do have healing guts, which is obviously helpful, but healing guts doesn't necessarily give me energy boosts. It also doesn't heal P-Star, which is the the bit that would certainly make me very, very less stressed right now.
That was going to be my follow-up question.
Yes, no, healing guts only helps out our main wonderful ones, but it's fine because with, I believe, 1 or 2 more hits, we should be on to phase 3, which is honestly brilliant and iconic.
Yeah, play the music! Gross.
Gotta hurt.
Oh, I never get tired of hearing the heroic, triumphant reprise.
I know. Table's turn is just exquisite.
Getting away? Right.
And also, loads of the wonderful ones get a turn during this, and that is actually relatively consistent throughout the rest of the sort of big sequences of they like to give everybody a little bit of a moment to shine.
Time to get all Valiantium up in this bug.
I gotta say, I did not expect Phase 3 to end up like this, but it's actually a pretty cool wrinkle.
Oh, it's so cool, and there is a bottle cap that you can get if you manage to defeat Vicky before, I believe it's either of you starts to grow, but I could be wrong and it might just be Vicky starts to grow. So you have got to move quickly, otherwise that opportunity fails.
Oh, we're getting bigger.
Where's the nanobioweapon?
This is so ridiculous, but I love it.
Right there, dude, by your feet. Squash that sucker.
Yeah!
Spectacular.
Flock off.
That poor keyboard.
I know, right?
On the Virgin Victory.
It's okay, we'll get comped by management for that.
A scale model of Hades to get rid of the nano bioweapon those jerks implanted in your body.
In my body? That parasite is history. Not that I would have minded letting it finish what it started, but it's all good, dude.
Yeah, it could have gone either way there, really.
But yes, Vulcan is now safe.
Brave men risked their lives to save
God, I
us,
hope he gets
as did
one of our
you
suits. That would be
and the
amazing.
rest.
Sadly, isn't going to get one of our suits. None of us are going to get any repairs before this game is done.
I mean, you know, we are in the middle of a war here.
Yes, but he is going to get a chance to shine.
Vulcan, there is no undoing what you have done. But maybe, just maybe, you can use this second chance to make peace with yourself.
I'd much prefer that to the villain dying, especially if they're not, like, chaotic evil. If they're just like a virus or something like that, Friendship no Jutsu is not going to do shit against them. But if they're sapient enough and they're still good enough at heart, or even neutral enough, give them a chance.
Ah, such sadness. Must you leave so soon?
We hope your homes will soon be back to their former glory.
It's one of those things, I do agree, villains are much more interesting when there is the potential for redemption.
May luck follow.
Ultimately, that is the path that I think most of us would want for people to be going down, but then equally, it is also nice sometimes to have a completely, truly villainous, evil character that just needs to die. Because in real life,
Yeah, exactly.
in real life, people are complicated, you don't get that. So it's nice to just have an element of fantasy just to see it play out, and then that means that you can take your hope and forgiveness and actually enact that in real life.
I mean, that's just as much a fantasy as, you know, being able to fly or super strength or anything like that.
Whoa, check it out.
But yes, whilst we were, you know, trying to save Vulcan, we've got back to Blossom City, and yeah, there's a hole above it, and they've just blown it up.
Ooh, that's gotta leave a mark.
Nature's wrath! I want my mama!
They can only be after one thing.
The Sentinel's Nerve Center. Mother Platinum.
And of course, it's the bloody logo.
Of course it is.
It's happening again, Immorta.
But yes, things are incredibly serious.
For the people of
And in the next operation, we're going to take the fight to Gimme. And we're going to, you know, be exploring through a very, very destroyed Blossom City.
Interesting. Not bad, Rich. Not bad at all. Alright, folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week for Operation 008 of the wonderful 101 Remastered.